Beautiful session full of trading, full of questions, full of fun. Let's see how we do today. Let's get ready to rumble. I think sometimes the mic is like very close to me and I'm doing like a mess with it. How we doing, chat? How are you guys doing? Let me put an announcement on the Discord. Good morning, Annie. Good morning, Matt. Edgar, good morning, brothers. How we doing? How we doing, guys? Buenos dias, Muhammad. How are you, bro? Good morning. Just marking out my charts a little late, getting into the charts today. Good morning, Neon. How we doing, guys? How we doing? Matt, looks like Aussie dollar finally got to the highs, and then we get back down after it, but we finally got to the highs, which is great. I will go over my trades in a bit. I took 2 Forex trades last night. I got cooked with one trade, and then I made the day with the other one. So I'm pretty much up 1% on the. I'm up 1% on the Asia Futures account, and I'm up 1% on the EA Pro account. Let me show you guys. So this is the Asia account. So it's 3K on the session. That was last night. I will show you guys in a bit. I took longs. I was aiming for the highs from New York. We had a daily gap right here. We were tapping into this gap on the 5-minute, 15-minute, in the hourly. And as soon as I had the CRT here on this 5-minute candle, I took the longs. And then we had this 5-minute gap, and then I just add into my position, looking for the highs. I was aiming for this high pretty much, but when I saw the price coming back, I took my 3K for the day, and that's already 1.5%. So that's a W though. That's how I closed today, and it seems like we just faded to take out the highs, and now we're just trading lower, which is interesting. That's as for Asia. Right, that's for Asia. So today we're just gonna trade the the New Year session account. That's what we're gonna trade today, guys. The New Year session account. I'll show you the trades that I took last night because I got cooked trading the GBP JPY because I thought from this hourly gap we were just gonna sweep the lows and all the liquidity that we had right here. But I also told you last night that we were respecting this daily gap, which got respected actually, and we have the reaction out of the daily gap, right? So I actually got cooked on this one. I will show you. Just give me a second. Where's my tab? Where's the other tab though? I got cooked on this one. For over 1.4%. Right? It's here. 1.4%. Yeah, it said that we didn't actually, because Like it was late New Year session yesterday. I took a little profit out of the shorts, and it said that I wouldn't even get to the lows. We just slammed higher after the opening. I think that was my issue. I got in very early on the session. As soon as the daily candle opens, I just waited for rollover to finish and take the trade. Right, but that's not all, because I took another trade, and that trade was on the pound dollar. Right, with this trade, I'm up on the EA Pro Forex account around 1.1% on the day. Right, I'm gonna show you guys the reason why I took this long on the euro dollar. Well, we'll give it the Nasdaq some time to set up for the session. Let me use the euro dollar here and change the music, because all right, I like this. Okay, so the reason why I took this trade, hold on, I took the pound dollar. Where's the pound dollar? Yeah, this one. And this is euro dollar. Where's the 4-hour time frame? 4-hour 2. All right, look at this. Here's the 4-hour gap, right? We have the 4-hour gap here. We do have SMT on the lows on the 4-hour gap. SMT here. We have our SMT here. We do have a CRT as well on this candle. So we were just aiming for the CRT high and the previous monthly high that we have right there. So it was pretty much the same, similar to this setup on the daily time frame. We have SMT and CRT on the higher time frame gap. It was the same case here on the 4-hour gap. We have CRT and SMT right at the gap. So at the open, it was like 1 hour after rollover, I was able to catch this position, and I made over 2.5% on that one. It's around a 4-hour trade. Let me show you guys. Just give me a second. Here is the trade. It's a pound dollar, 2.5% on this one. I tried to catch something out of the Aussie dollar, but I saw it was over by that time. So I just closed it. I'm up this week 3% on the EA Pro account. Mostly Forex, guys. I don't really have many profits from other than Forex here, because I have a loss from Nasdaq. I think the only thing will be the winning trade that I had on the silver, but everything else is just Forex, right? So this account is finally up 3%, and for today I made 1.1%. Right? Here are the executions for the pound dollar trades. This long right here on the daily, and then this long on the 4-hour that I just closed here. I'm taking the profit today, 1.1% for today. It's completely fine to me, and I'll take it all the time. Hey, what's up, Bushido? How you doing, brother? Hope I can have you here as a guest one day. Alright. So I'll take it. That's 3% on this week on the EA Pro. We'll still need to make 5% to pass this one. It was solid. Solid so far. So here are the accounts. Here are the accounts that I have that I started last week. So I started the EA Pro on Friday, and I started the futures on Thursday, right? So this one, this one that ends on 21 is the Asia account, right? This one has 7K in profit, which is almost 4% out of 6%. And this is the New Year account, the one that ends in 91. It has almost it's 3K, so that's almost 2% profit, right? The one that I've been doing a lot of journaling with, this one, which is the EA Pro account. Right, this one already 3% in profit. I still can make like $900 on this session to make it. The calendar, yeah, I can show you the calendar, but this is not accurate. This is not accurate calendar. I'm gonna show you. This is not an accurate calendar. Hold on. Yeah, you asked me for the calendar. This is not accurate calendar because I test some things here. So it's gonna show like 50k, like 15k in losses from this day, and it's not even showing the trades actually. So that's why it's not accurate, because this is not how it's going. And you can look at yesterday. It shows $89. This is Wednesday, right? Yeah, this is Wednesday showing $89, which is not like accurate at all, because I closed it around 4%. It was 3k, almost 3k on futures, and in forex I closed some profits as well. So that's why the calendar is not accurate at all, and it's why I'm not showing the calendar itself. Maybe I can wait until next month to see if this start printing the data as it should, right? So yeah, going back to the EA Pro account, let's go to the dashboard. I have everything here. It's 1.1% out of 2% for today to max out the profit, right? But I don't think I'm just gonna look for $900 on this session. I'd rather just to not trade this account for the rest of the day and wait until tomorrow to see how I'm going to close this account. So let's say tomorrow I trade, and I'll get to risk 1%. So if I have a red day, right, I can still be up on the account 2% overall, and I'll be 1.5% on the week, right? Which is good. That's a W. That's 100% a W. When you test stuff for EA, does that reflect on your calendar? Yes. But if you look at the calendar, I wasn't like yesterday. I made profits yesterday. I will be over between the Asia account, the New Year session account, and the EA Pro. I should be over 7k in profit, and it shows only $89. So it's not accurate. I'll have to talk with the guys to see how we can fix that, so it's gonna show the right numbers, and we can go over the calendar as well. Right? Could you explain a little bit about how it works? When does the quiz usually happen? Are the questions time-based? What do we choose from clickable options? Do we type the answer, and is there anything else? The quizzes are always going to be after the YouTube stream. You will get to click the options that you see on the screen, and you'll have like 10 seconds to click the right answer. Everything is going to be on a chat that I will create after the stream. So after this stream, I will create a quiz chat, and only the people with a role on our Discord will be able to access to that chat, and I'll create the room, and I'll be streaming the entire quiz event. All right? So yeah, going back to this account, is showing so far 39% win ratio, which I don't know if this is accurate at all. Maybe it's based on all the trades that I have taken so far, but the account is up. So that means that you don't really need to win most of the time to build that profit, right? So when you see the green calendars, when you see only green days on the calendars, most of the time it's just showing you something that it's possible, but it's not 100% required, right? So that's what we have, 3% on the EA Pro, guys. Remember, I started this account with you, and I've been documenting everything with you, taking the exact same trades with you. So just to keep everything clear and transparent, right? Showing you how you can take advantage of the ecosystem on EA markets, how you can use the dashboard, how you can take care of it. And yeah. Okay. Let's go over the charts. See if we can find something clear to trade today, something cool. I think this is the chart. Yes. Okay. USDJPY. I have to say, like, after 2 weeks sticking to the price, I'll need to take out USDJPY from my chart. I don't know. It seems like it's just not my type of pair to trade. So I'm just gonna take it out. In GBP JPY, I still have my doubts. on this one. If you look at the run that we had yesterday out of a daily gap that we almost inverse, we don't have any single trade respecting the gap. I mean, we had yesterday a couple trades on the gap. We have this 15-minute here, this 15-minute here, this 15-minute here, but then nothing. Look at yesterday. Maybe we had this 15-minute, but it's not like 100% clean. I'm not sure if this type of price action matches my trading style. So yeah. Oh, actually, I think I didn't show the swing long for the oil from yesterday. It's running really fine. I got out of this trade with almost 0.7% in loss because I went very heavy on this one, and I should have just a very normal stop below the daily gap with a 1%. And I was just very heavy on this one, protecting this week the reaction, and I got like the here. And when we have this close, the price came back a little bit. I had to close with over 0.7% in loss because I had the other trades, and I knew if I held the trade over the rollover with the other trades, and I was to size up, it was pretty much gonna breach my daily loss limit in the guardrails, and I decided just to step out and wait for a clean drawing board to do my stuff. So good morning, Moreno. Good morning. So yeah, as of today, we finally hit the target on the pound dollar. So let's wait. We're setting up this gap on the daily time frame. So let's wait for the price to tap here. All right, this is looking good. This is looking very, very good. This daily candle, this daily gap that we're just gonna form. That might help us to take more long positions and expect a pullback out of this. Not so much with the Aussie dollar. I still think this is gonna just keep going higher. Maybe just need like a further pullback, taking this lows and getting into this part of this range before taking another drive higher, right? Okay. Just enter long on the euro dollar, tapping into previous day high, swept London lows. That's beautiful, Matt. That's beautiful. As for Nasdaq today, we do have a very shorter flow, right? I think we barely tap into the lows in the sell side. We have this hourly gap right here. We have the 30-minute. We tap into that 30-minute. What else do we have? What's the 4-hour? Looks lower. 50-minute. Nothing much. Let's see if we have some sort of divergence, cracking correlation in price. Brother, we need to have the same interval right here. Okay. So if I go to the 15-minute, you should show me this 15-minute. All right. We respected this 15-minute after tapping into the sell side. That's why we just bounce higher. Now we're kind of like on a tough point because I want to short. I think this is not like a real sweep. It's not actually giving me any signs to take it long, because for me to take a long, I will need to see the price closing above the hourly gap and then creating some sort of hourly gap, a bullish hourly gap. So let's say we close here, we create an hourly gap, and that's where I'm gonna change my bias. So no previous daily low taken. Well, previous day low is taken here. I think I want to tap a short into the Nasdaq, but as always, you guys know what I love to see, and it's not here yet. We might have some people already shorting this price because we have this IFBG tapping into that 30-minute. So we can say, hold on, let's do the usual. We have 930 open. That's the open in print. We have a straight up manipulation higher. We have the IFVG. We respected the IFVG. Now we're trading lower, and we're heading below the open in print. Are you done trading Forex today? Yes. I'm not going to execute more trades. I might look at the gold and silver, but for Forex pairs, I'm done. I think I'm just going to wait for that daily candle to set up the daily gap, right? And wait for a pullback tomorrow and next week. So I don't think I'm going to execute more trades in Forex as of today. Alright, that's all I have for Forex, because I already closed the profits. Let's see, I would love to see a pullback as well on the GBP JPY. It's just hard to see where can we pull back or from where we can react, but I'll be watching it for sure. I'll be watching this one. And Q, I know you want to go lower, baby. We do have the lows right here from 8:30. I know you want to go lower. It's probably going to tap and trade into this area. It's possible to a higher time frame down liquidity. I think I was bullish because I thought we're just going to react out of the weekly time frame, weekly gap. But if you look at the way we're here, we're not doing it. All right, we're not doing it at all, and we'll still have a monthly gap below us. So I'm not sure. I think, I'm sorry, that's the monthly. Yeah, so I'm not sure how we're going to develop from here. I'll need to see though. I'll need to see. We still have gaps here, imbalances that could be filled below. We have this area right here. We have this area right here. We have the end walk that you just mentioned. So we will see. Still need some things for me to change my paths. But as of now, I'm just gonna look for shorts. This is the initial short. I know a couple IFBG traders already took this one. It makes sense. All right. Let's say you sell that, so this, you had to put the stop above the high, so it's around 65 points, and you'll get like, what, 1.5 R kind of thing. So I'm just going to patiently wait to see if ES inverse this 5 minute. All right. We'll need to see the ES closing below the 5 minute. Maybe a 5 minute gap that matches with the opening print, and I can take that pullback to trade lower. We already had the run pre-market at 7 a.m. It was a beautiful setup because if you look at this, we tap into the hourly, we have a reaction, we saw a previous hourly high, and then we just flush lower, right? So the setup is very similar, keeping in mind that ES is going to form a 15-minute gap. I will then need to wait for the 5 minute and the 15 minute to inverse to catch up with the Nasdaq. And then if I had that 5 minute gap that I would love to see to take, it's all I need to get into the shorts, but not much. I think gold should be looking cleaner. Let's look at gold. Okay, very bullish. Very, very bullish. What happened with the gaps that we had? Okay. We just inverse everything, right? We respected this 15 minute. We are rebalancing this. Immediate rebalance on the daily. I think this is a daily candle, right? It is a daily candle. Yeah, immediate rebalance out of this area. We have this 4-hour gap. If you look at the hourly, we're gonna inverse this hourly gap as well. We need to close above that gap before thinking into something for gold. I don't want to rush it, right? All I need to see is just a clear structure and a clear draw on liquidity. That's all we need. Draw on liquidity, a pullback into a gap on the 5 or the 15 minute for a continuation trading there, right? So Let's say we close like this at 10 a.m. and we still need 4 minutes. We'll have a new 15-minute candle, 15-minute gap to trade. We will just need the price to rebalance into that gap to trade higher, right? We do have all this low resistance. And of course, we do have previously high. And I think that's Asia. Yeah, that's Asia highs. Asia highs as well. So we should just wait. If we don't have this 15-minute, let's see what happens. I would love to see then a reaction out of the 15-minute gap. Silver, what are we doing? We're trading even higher. So I'm not sure if gold has to catch up with the silver because we already traded higher, or we're just gonna have the SMT and inverse to the downside. I think the first scenario, it's actually cooler. So that's what I have so far. Nothing else, boys and girls. Do you have any questions, any pairs that you want me to look at? I think the best of the day is that the trades that I took on Forex. So that's the best thing. Forex trades. You think AUD equal lows are the low-hanging fruit? Or are you thinking that we're going higher? I think we're going higher, but yeah, we do have equal lows, right? So let's say we take the equal lows, we're gonna rebalance into the Fibonacci, into the range, to the 50% area, then we can have a discount, and here we're gonna have a rotation higher with a market maker buy model. Because we're at premium right now. So yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense if we're gonna take the lows. And 2 more minutes. I'm wondering if gold is gonna respect this hourly gap or we're just gonna close above it. I would rather see the price rejecting that hourly gap with no 15-minute gap right here and a 5-minute for me to take a short. That will be great. But we have equal highs and we have Asia as well. So let's wait. It's gonna be extra patience today, this Thursday. Happy Thursday, guys. Not much from the markets today. Of the feed retracement into an OB and FB. Yeah, that's the best thing to match. Being completely fair. I have the executions ready. Is it the New Year account? Yep, it is the New Year account. That's a New Year account. But yeah, guys. So what are you looking at? What are you watching in the markets today? What are your thoughts? Give me your thoughts on it. What would you like to trade? Do you want me to look at it? It's just a 618 retracement. I don't know, guys. I don't really know. 10 a.m. open. 10 a.m. just opened. This at the same time as pretty much the same price as 9:30. So let's see if we're gonna open higher and trade lower. This is an RB. We do have a new range. So we close it inside of this range. But I don't like it. Like, it's not like that clean, you know? You actually know when the price looks super clean, but this is not the time for it. This is 100% not the time for it. What is this? All right. Let me just share on Discord that we're live. And then we can just, while we're waiting, we can just journal the trades that I took on Forex. If NQ sweeps M15 recent high SMT short. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. I think I've seen this scenario before. Maybe if we have that sweep, and if there's an SMT and we have enough to take a short, that works. There's nothing for me here on this pre section. When is the quiz competition? As soon as I finish the live stream here, I'll go over the Discord and I'm going to start the quiz. Do you watch the USD Chef? I was looking at it, but it's very, very slow, man. It is absolutely slow. It's like, it's going to drive me crazy. And it went today. Yeah, I already took pound dollar longs, which actually got me into profit today. Let's go over the journal, guys. Let's go over the journal while we wait for this to print. While we wait for this to print. Okay, sure. I have no doubts that we should just go lower, right? It makes sense if we go lower. That's where the draw liquidity is. But I guess we need to wait for SMT. Do we have SMT? Not yet. Not even SMT. It's very choppy at so right now. Very choppy. Could you check the silver? Silver is done for me though. There's nothing for me to check on this silver. Because at 10 a.m. we had this run higher. We already manipulated and we took previous day high. So there's nothing for me really interesting here on the silver. I don't have any draws on liquidity. We don't have a higher time frame gap. Of course, we have this rebalance, but silver is maybe not interesting right now. We have this 4-hour gap here. That was the run, and that's why we made it to previous day high. But I mean, if we were here with this exact same pattern here, I will say, okay, let's look for a longs towards previous day high. But I don't see anything here, guys. Nothing that I like to put some risk on. All right, there we go. There we go. Where's the gold doing? All right, we barely closed it hourly. I don't trust this as IFPG. We might just CRT here the highs and get back lower. Hey, Rick. We might just have a CRT here and drive lower. So if that happens, we're going to have a big SMT with the silver, right? Because silver is already taking out the highs. And if we have the SMT with the silver, silver might drive lower, right? But we have the 15-minute gap. Yeah, it's not 100% clean. Get time to buy gold. I don't know, bro. I don't really know. Oh yeah, crypto. I still think like oil longs looks good for a swing. So I'm just trying to find where's the best place to get it. My first position was nice. I had a bad management of this trade. I still think this is just gonna swing higher towards $90 per barrel, maybe 100. Probably like 100. So we have a pump around 20%. I think Ferdy told me 20. Look at this stuff, brother. Back to 70K in less than a day. Because yesterday we were pumping. And now we're pumping again. This might be the time. This might be the time. for BTC to go higher. Who knows? But this might be. Look at Ethereum. Looks like a high area of support. We have this one filled daily gap, a monthly gap right here. So we might just keep pumping, right? We might just keep pumping towards 2,500. I'm holding those. Oh yeah, that's great, bro. That's great. I really want to get in on this position. Look at the monthly time frame. Can you guys see the monthly CRT on the oil? No, I didn't actually. I didn't watch any crypto news yesterday. If you guys can delight me with some crypto stuff, I'll be grateful. So, oil, we have a monthly CRT. On the weekly, we do have a weekly gap. Pull back into that weekly gap. On the daily, we do have daily gaps and beautiful bullish structure and order flow that is getting respected. So there's no reason for me not to watch these equal highs as a potential swing target for the oil, right? It's a no-brainer. Yeah, it's looking good for crypto. Fingers crossed. Yeah, I agree though. I agree. Ferdy must be crushing himself after this. Like, there's no way this is happening. EBAPY pumping. Yeah, I think that we just hit a target. We hit this high on the euro dollar, and we hit this high from May. This is previous monthly high on the pound dollar. So I think that's enough liquidity for accumulation already. We have the move during Asia and London. So yeah, I think there isn't much to do with Forex as of euro dollar, pound dollar, Aussie dollar. And maybe we just need to wait for a pullback on the GBP JPY if it's possible. Nasdaq, welcome to Chop Suey City. Look at these 5-minute candles. I guess the 15-minute candles, they're madness. We want to short, but it's not giving us any reasons to go for it yet. I wonder if it's gonna work, if it's gonna go lower at this point. Alright, because if you look at ES, we're now respecting this 15-minute gap, which is the one that needs to be inversed. Right? We need to inverse that 15-minute gap on the ES before thinking to take any shorts on the Nasdaq. That's all we need at this point. We need to inverse that 15-minute first. Or I might just go higher. But I want to show I don't think this is a real sweep out of that low. So yeah, I think Moneno actually mentioned this. So we have the highs right here. We have equal highs. If you look at this one, relative equal highs. Right? So we might have one more drive higher. We manipulate it, manipulate the previous highs, and then we can have the shorts. But other than that, I don't see anything here to trade up. Same with ES. Crazy that NQ did not pump with Bitcoin. Why? Gold, it's in a very messy position though. It's a tough place to take a trade here on the gold. Can you guys reckon? It's very, very tough position. Okay. Silver is respecting the 15-minute and pumping. Out of where? The 4-hour gap. Are those equal lows on NQ? No, not really, because we swept the lows, so those are not equal. But I still think that we need a real sweep, like with candle, and then a real manipulation if we just gonna use this area as fuel to trade to the other side of the range. I'm just thinking that maybe gold just need to catch up with the silver, right? Because silver is pumping. So maybe gold needs its time. I think. Where's 930? Where's my 930 price? Okay. Okay. So we do have SMT on the lows with this 50-minute gap. Right? Where is the silver? Okay, this one. SMT on the lows with silver on the 50-minute gap. Silver is already trading above the previous day high, but this got me thinking that now gold needs to catch up with the silver. So I guess what do we need? A structure. Yeah, that's the issue. We don't have any structure here. Unless I'm gonna blindly take a long here with no gap, there's no real structure to take here the long. Yeah, that's the issue. That's like 10 points. I really wanted the 15-minute gap, guys. I really want that 15-minute. That's an issue there. Because if I had the 50-minute, I can say, okay, now we might just need to catch up with the silver and try it. But it's an issue. But if we have this close, oh my god, look at me talking trash here. Yeah, I think gold is gonna need to catch up with the silver. Yeah, NQ and ES absolutely trash. Absolutely trash. Oh wow, I want to short NQ. Let's see when it can happen. Okay, guys, I think we can spend some time journaling because I think this is just, well, we wait, right? Other than that, it's just useless. Good morning, bro. Good morning, RB. How we doing, bro? How's it going? How's life? Let me switch the screen. Avocado. All right. Fire here. Let's here's a trade that I took on the pound dollar. Let's do a couple journaling here with our dashboard. That's a good thing about the EA dashboard. Right, so this is the trade that I will take. That I took, actually. I will take that I took. Let me mark that out. So we have the CRT on the 4 hour. All right, so we had H4 gap, H4 SMT with euro dollar, H4 CRT 1 hour after rollover. Monthly, previous monthly high, very close. And I'll rate this 4 out of 5. The reason why I'm going to rate this trade a 4 out of 5, it's because I took this trade 1 hour after rollover, and it was just 1 hour while we started to each session, so it's kind of like tricky, you know. to trade forex. Now that I'm sticking to forex and try to trade it more, I think there are opportunities during Asia for sure. I'm gonna show you guys again the trade if you're just getting into the stream. This was a trade that I took on the pound dollar. It was pretty much this 4-hour gap. We have SMT on the lows and CRT on the 4-hour. I just took the long here and protected the low of this SMT. And I was aiming for the previous monthly high that we have right here with equal highs. Who's gonna short gold? I don't think it's a good idea to short gold, guys. Look at silver. We need, for me to short gold, we need to see a strong reaction out of this area. A strong reaction out of this. And then a pullback. I actually think this might just go higher. Okay, we finally have the inverse of the 15-minute on the ES. So now I'm just waiting for a pullback on the Nasdaq to take a short. Getting back to the journal for a second. I'm just gonna mark out the trade that I lost as well, because I took 2 trades yesterday during Asia. The pound dollar long and the GBP JPY short, which I got absolutely clapped. Still cannot believe that one didn't work, and that's a trade that I will take if I'm trading like Nasdaq, or if I'm trading like gold, and I see that setup, and I see the setup presenting itself. I'll take it like 10 out of 10 times. I'll take that setup. I'm gonna give it a 3-star rating because we have a daily gap there. So it was H20 gap, momentum, equal lows, wick to fill. Just fail it. All right, this one just fail it. Actually, just after this morning, I tried to take a long on Aussie dollar, but I saw it was over, and I saw the equal low, so I just closed right away because I was like, no, this is not for me. I took some of the GBP JPY shorts that we marked out yesterday during the stream, right? I took some of them and I closed prior to market open, right? Prior to roll over, because I knew the spread, it was gonna blast my daily journal, right? And this is the oil trade that I tried to long, which I had to close because my size was too heavy, and what I was not going to be able to hold the trade overnight with that pullback, right? That was the issue there. That was completely the issue. But so far, it's great PR for this EA Pro 100K account, just mostly with Forex pairs, up 3% so far. Overall, and up 2.5% this week. All right, that's solid, guys. That's solid right there. Okay, going back to the charts. Going back to the charts. What do you want to do, gold? You want to go lower? You want to go higher? This looks very rangy, guys. I know it should just, if you have to ask me, I think this needs to catch up with silver. It's just a very tough position. Oof, look at Nasdaq, guys. Wow. Wow, look at Nasdaq. Please, guys, tell me you're not getting chopped into this price action. Please tell me you're not getting chopped into this price action. Let's clip farm a little bit, because sometimes you'll have a clean drawn liquidity, and sometimes you know where the price is likely to go. But if you don't have enough structure, if you don't have higher time frame sponsors, and if you don't have a clean displacement out of the open, it's better just to stay away. Right? It's better just to stay away from this price action. And I have to say, Thursday, in general, are very bad days to trade. Watch out with Muhammad. It's 5-minute CRT. I don't know, brother. I know what you're seeing here, but I'm not really sure about this. This is very choppy. This is very choppy price action. Short on UC Chef and UC Cat. Matt, you're the GOAT, bro. You're the GOAT. I actually need to look at the UC Cat. It's one of the ones that I actually not taking a look into it. And I will probably add it to my watch list. But yeah, guys, this is very, very choppy price action. Please tell me you're not getting engaged with this price action. No clean displacement out of the opening print. No higher time frame sponsorships. That you could have a clean drawn liquidity, but if the price action is not helping you and it's not showing it hands to go towards that drawn liquidity, it's just a very hard session to trade. It's very sloppy. It's in the middle of the range. It doesn't matter because you can trade, but I'm starting to think that this is gonna go higher, right? This might go higher, and now we just might just blast the highs. It makes sense. But why do you think this could go higher? Well, we have the CRT, right? This is very choppy, guys. It's very, very choppy. We have gaps above and below. We don't have a 50-minute or a 5-minute gap out of the open. And this is a fact. Take this, put it on your notes. If there's no 5 or 50-minute gap to sponsor the price to go to a drawn liquidity, it's choppy most of the time. This might just go higher, guys. I like the gold. And if we have this close, I will give it a shot to gold to catch up with silver. And I'll just look to aim for the highs that we have. We have equal highs. We have this low resistance. And I'll just try to go over the previous day high with this rebalance. $30 seconds. Wait, where's my... All right, let's make sure this is a New Year session account. I would love to try then this long. Targeting Asia for sure. It's around 3R. I'll probably just look for 2-hour trade. And yeah, Edgar is right, friends. Do not forget to like the stream. Just hit that like button, smash that like button. That's gonna help you a lot if you support what we do, if you like what we do. We're here Monday to Friday from 9:30 to 11:30. We do have the LATAM stream on Tuesdays. You guys are the best. That's all I need from you guys. If you're watching from X, if you would like to participate on the giveaways, and if you would like to have the chance to win an account, please head over to YouTube where you will have the full experience of it, and then you can click the like button, because if you don't click that button, you cannot participate. That accumulation zone in the gold is due to something. Yeah, it might. This is not the best price action to trade. If I had to pick something, I will pick this gold long. But I don't have a 5-minute gap. I have SMT on the 15-minute. So even though this is the clean setup that I could see today, I'm just going to fade it. It's not my type of trading. It's not my model. My model is not there. So I'm going to fade it. Tape reading so far right now. No executions on futures. We already booked profit from the Forex side. Very choppy. I guess this type of price action where you gotta flip a coin. Try to understand where we're going. I'll just stay away from it. Full board. What do you mean full board? If I had to put some risk, I'll put the risk here on this gold longs. But other than that, there's nothing. It looks choppy to me. The reason why I'm not executing this long is because it's not sponsored by any 5-minute or 15-minute gap. We have an SMT on the 15-minute, which is the one that I wanted to see a reaction from, and we missed. We failed to do that. We're putting the SMT, and I just decided to let it go. All right, I don't care. You can do whatever. You can go bonds. You can blast higher if you want. Oof. Look at this NASDAQ, boys and girls. If there is a woman, a female watching the stream right now, please do not engage in this price. Do not engage in this price action. This is a barcode. I don't want to hear any one of you that you full ported, that you breach any accounts, that you have a red day trading this type of price action, guys. And you know what? I actually learned how to avoid this price action because of the streams. Thanks to the live streams, I was able to watch and understand this barcode conditions. Very, very choppy, very, very sloppy. I guess if you want to get involved in this price action, we need to see a displacement. We need to see a displacement, and that displacement needs to create a gap either on the 5-minute or the 15-minute, or you're cooked. Do not engage with this price action, guys. I don't want to see any of you on the Discord saying that you got a red day, that you full ported, or you breached this account with this price action. I don't want to hear that. I don't even want to read a single message about it. We had two clean longs this week, and I want to show you guys something of the longs that I took on the pound dollar, because the first long was on Wednesday and market open. We do have a daily gap, we do have a daily CRT, and we have an SMT inside of the daily gap. So I took the long at market open, right? 1 hour after the rollover. I protected the low of the SMT and the CRT, and I was aiming pretty much for 2 hour. I had that previous monthly high in my mind all the time, and that was the reason why I took this one. And the trade that I took last night on the 4 hour is this one right here. We have a 4 hour gap, we have an SMT and a CRT inside of the 4 hour gap. Do you guys see anything particular on these trades, on both trades? Because they look the same. It's the exact same framework, but this is a daily time frame and this is a 4 hour time frame. It's the exact same thing. 4 hour, daily. Hour and daily, right? And if you're just getting into the stream, I've executed both trades. This is the daily gap trade, and this is the 4 hour gap trade. See that? Both trades executed. 4 hour, here's the 4 hour. CRT, S&T, 4-hour gap. And here's the daily. Where's my daily? Well, I cannot see the executions for some reason on the daily time frame. Okay, we lost it, guys. Okay, there you go. Here's the execution. Yeah, I cannot see it on the daily for some reason. Oh. With EA, you can average when trading. Yeah, I can average my position if I know we're moving in the right direction and my size is according to that risk. I can do it. I don't do it most of the time, but I could. I can do it. I did that yesterday with the Asia session account. I'm going to show you though. I'm going to show you the Asia session. Here's the Asia session. Hold on. Yeah, here's the Asia session account. Look at this 5-minute. Yeah, it's on the 5-minute. All right. The trades that I took yesterday. We have this 5-minute gap. Right? It was not only a 5-minute gap. It was an hourly gap, right? There's a gap on the hourly. We have a 50-minute gap, right? And we had a 5-minute gap. So we had a sponsorship out of higher time frame speed arrays, right? Out of a higher time frame gap. What was my confirmation here? We have a 5-minute CRT, right? We tap into the gap. We close inside of the range. And when I saw this, I just went to the lower time frames. We do have a couple things right here. We have this IFVG here, and if you look at the 2-minute, we do have a full IFVG as here as well. But my confirmation was pretty much a CRT. So if you go to the 15-second or the 30-second, you will see a beautiful change in state of delivery and a beautiful market structure to go higher. But I do have an average of this position. Because when we failed to tap into this highs, this was the one, right? We failed to tap into this high and we came back. We had a 5-minute gap, right? On that 5-minute, I had the average and I added into my position to look for that high. And what do we have there? A CRT again. Can you see a CRT? We go below it, we tap into the 5-minute, we close inside of the range, and we have a new CRT. And we just went higher. So that was pretty much the profit during the Asia session. I had the average, right? Going back to normal. Give me my New Year's session account. Whoa. Whoa, guys, this is crazy price action right here. Crazy price action right here. I can see the shenanigans. Don't get chopped here. Do not engage with this price action. This is an absolute bear code. So we have 9:30 opens, straight up movement, came back, and we just chopped. How can you find that there are low probability conditions? Where are the 5-minute and the 15-minute gaps out of the opening print? There aren't. There are not. The last 30 minutes, look at this 15-minute candles, guys. Insane. Insane. We sweep a high, we sweep a low, we get back into the range. We sweep a high, we sweep a low, we get back into the range. Pound dollar was cleaner than NQ this week. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. with the pound dollar being cleaner. Look at gold, baby. Look at gold following up the silver. That's a beauty, though. Again, I'm fading the trade because it's not sponsored from anything. And the 50-minute that I was waiting as an SMT with the silver. Can you guys see this? Can you guys spot the SMT with the silver? Here's the 15-minute gap that we had. 15-minute gap. Silver is tapping into that gap. And the gold is not. We have the SMT right here. Gold moving now. If gold creates some sort of 5-minute or 15-minute gap that I can catch as a pullback, that will be great. But if there's no pullback, it's hard for me to take a trade here. Pullback on the 5-minute or the 15-minute, and I'm gonna ride a wave. I just need a continuation setup, right? That's the thing, and that's something which is very beautiful about trading. That once you find your model, you can just sit here and wait until it shows itself. There's nothing yet for me. And I was able to avoid the chop. I'm avoiding the chop. That's beautiful. That's because I'm waiting for my model. Right? Absolutely anything here to trade. And yeah, sometimes I took ugly trades. But they're my model. I'm really happy that I have it right now. So all you guys need to do is journal. Until you have conviction, until you have your rules, until you have something on the chart that you love to see repeating itself over time. That's your setup. That setup that you have in mind all the time, that you love to see how it's gonna look. Let's laugh at the joke and Q throwing at us. I mean, Monina, if you're engaged with this price action, bro, it's just hard. It's a hard thing. Look at this. I still think this should go higher, at least for 930 highs. All right. So let's see. Let's see if we have a manipulation, and then we have the shorts. But other than that, it's very, very choppy, though. Very, very choppy. This is 930 price, so this is 930, the opening print. The opening print is here. Yeah, look at the opening print. How are you guys? Tell me something on the chat. I'll be watching who's more active, who's interacting a lot. Remember, we do have our trading quiz after the YouTube stream. I will just go stream on the Discord, and we can just blast there, and we can hang out and have some time and have fun for sure. Hi Mark, how we doing? We're just watching NQ chopping around during the 930 opening print. Nothing else. Who's trading this price action? Any of you in the chat is taking any trades here? Are you guys taking any trades on this price action? If you have an execution, please send it to me. We can go over the executions. We can go over the trade, how you can avoid if it's a loss, how you can improve in that case. If you have a W's in the chat for you, of course. Yeah, maybe it's not my type of day for taking a trade. But I have to be fair with you guys. Chop Sway City. We do have a barcode here. Will the quiz topic still be on trading? Yes. For this week, yes. I still want to test your trading knowledge, Dennis. Let's see how you guys do. Let's see how you guys do. MSCF? What you mean by Microsoft? Is that what you mean, Edgar? How much do you risk during the challenge phase and phase? I do always risk 1% per trade. And I've been risking pretty much 1K on each trade, at least for the 200K accounts. I've been risking around 2 and 1K per trade because I'm always using like 1 minute and my stop size is always around 50 points, 40 points. So it's always like around 1K. If I have 2 minutes, then it's going to be 2K and it's going to be 1%. But that's pretty much my risk all the time. And I just keep it like that. I'm very consistent with it all the time. That's why I started to document everything since last week about my trades. Trading futures, because we trade futures here. We trade the NASDAQ daily. And then I started to document the EA Pro account, which is the Forex account. I started on Friday, every single trade, journaling here on the stream, showing you guys the dashboard, showing you guys what I did, how I got cooked, what I can fix, how I can improve. All that things you can find on your E8X dashboard. Still cannot believe I don't have data yet. I don't have enough data yet to show on the analytics side of the dashboard, because we do have an analytics side that's gonna show you pretty much everything. Let me show you guys. We do have an analytics side, right? This is from the tournament account that I had the other day. That I actually, I was up like 11% on the account. I was not even first. I think the first was like, had like 70%, 80% something. Good morning, my friend Colin. How we doing, brother? How we doing? So yeah, guys, on this area, in this section of the dashboard, you'll have everything. It's going to tell you if you're revenge trading. It's going to tell you your score, your discipline on the stake profit and stop loss, your consistency on your profitable days. It's going to tell you more. It's going to tell you a lot about your strategy if you're a day trader, if you're a swing trader. It's going to give you your whole time analysis, your recovery speed, your score, your averages. This is great. This is a solid breakdown of your trading here. Very, very solid breakdown. Had one trade this week on gold and it hit stop. It happens. Yeah, no gap yet for me to hit this. We might have this 15 minute. We have a 15-minute gap, right? Yeah, this 15-minute. All right. This could be the entry on gold. Colin, are you short or long on gold? We might be heading towards Asia highs. We might be heading towards the Asia highs. Does this also have a P&L calendar? Yeah, there's a calendar on the. There's a calendar on the dashboard as well. But even though I do have like, how many trades? I do have a couple of trades right here. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Still don't have enough data to. I still don't have enough data to put this on the analytics, but hopefully soon. So far, I have here like the trading volume. I'm making more money. Well, that's actually very equal on longs and shorts. It's very equal though. For the EA Pro account, I don't think it's 39% ratio. I need to look at it. But yeah, very solid PR for the EA Pro account so far. Mostly from Forex pairs. That's solid. That's a great comeback, guys. Remember, I had years I stopped at trading Forex, almost 2 years, and I just got back. We're doing fine. We're doing great. Still need more profit to get it, but we're doing great. On the Forex side, doing great. Going back, yeah, gold is moving fine. That's something that I gotta put in my journal. We're following up one of the correlated assets. Seems like sometimes they could reach first to one of the drawn liquidities and the other one just need to catch up. In this case, silver reached it first and gold is starting to catch up towards Asia. If you're just getting here in the stream, just please hit and blast that like button. If you're watching from X, if you want to participate on the giveaways or have a chance to win an account, you just need to go, please head over to the YouTube channel where you will have the full experience. So you need to hit the like button to participate on the events and games. Not trades on this session, trading futures. We had this long markout on the gold, and the reason I'm fading the gold is because it's not sponsored from any gap on the higher time frame. We have this 15-minute gap, but we decided to put it SMT with the silver, which is why I've ended up fading this one. So if we have a pullback on a 5-minute or a 15-minute gap, I'll completely just go over it. I already traded Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, so I don't really mind if I don't take any trades today. It's not gonna bother me at all. We just completely fade the chop sway city that we do have on the indices. Look at this, guys. It's not going higher and it's not going lower. I was short this London session, Asia, not now though. Still waiting for a reaction. 2-year bond yields are going back up, so I'm waiting for this lap down. Nice, brother. I was thinking, Colin, that we might have. So let's say we see Asia, and after we take out that liquidity, we came back into the range and we trade lower. It's gonna be. I don't even know what I'm going to clip for my socials if I'm not taking any trades. Yes, I need to talk and say something and then clip it. Maybe clip about the ranges, clip about how we're avoiding to get trapped into this price action. Very choppy, guys. Very sloppy as well. Woof. Buenos días, Jesús. ¿Qué tal todo? If you missed, I started trading for Forex from Friday last week, and we've been doing very good. We've been doing great with Forex. We're trading higher on the pound dollar, so we took a couple positions there. Could you expect a setback in the gold for an entry? Yeah, if we do have a pullback on the 5-minute or the 15-minute, I'm just gonna keep targeting Asia highs. If you look at the 15-minute, we're setting up a new gap here as well, which is fine. But that might happen after the stream. We'll still have like 30 more minutes, but I think I might just end up the stream early and we can just go ahead over the quiz. We will have a quiz today on our Discord channel so we can test your trading skills. I'm going to be looking for a short if gold takes out that high. No, that's high it's gonna be taken, Dennis. We're gonna take that high. Let's see if we can have a pullback. There's just not pullback. I'm not regretting not taking this long because there's no gap. That's not my plan. That's not my trading. You can just go. We'll need a pullback. We're setting up this 15-minute here. It's good for a pullback to price the top here. Maybe looking in this way. Tape reading so far. Okay guys, just a quick reminder of our website. We're running add to do it, guys. We're running 10% off pretty much everything. EA Pro, EA One, EA Signature accounts. EA Pro is my favorite. If you have any questions about how the accounts works, if you have any doubts on how it works, we can go over it. I can clear your doubts. Yeah, by gap, I mean a fair value gap, an FVG, whatever you want to call it, imbalance, whatever, right? On the future side, we're running 35% off for the EA Zero, which is my favorite for sure. That's a good one. It actually allows you to take daily payouts, and you can start taking payouts from day one. But of course, you're just gonna manage your balance and the way you're gonna have your buffer after taking that payout. Is a very good account. You have the starter and you have the max, and it depends on your payout cap, the one you want to have, and for the account you're going for. And you have the signature account, which requires a little bit more during the payout stage, but you can pass the challenge in one day. And I know a couple of people of you don't like to stick on the challenge for more than a week or something. I don't really mind. I'm always still trading the same time because I have more accounts connected and they're always working at the same time. So I just, since I started trading these accounts, it's completely fine to me. All right. I still cannot believe it's 39% win ratio, guys. But yeah, that means a lot. That means that you don't really need to win most of the time to actually start building that balance and building that profit and going over it. All right. Gold is moving. Gold is moving, boys and girls. If you're watching from X, guys, if you want to participate on the giveaways, if you want to be on the games, please head over to YouTube where you'll have the full experience. I'll need you to hit the like button to be able to participate. Everyone, if you're watching the stream, please hit the like button. If you support us, if you like what we're doing, hit the like button. We need to get to 50 to the giveaway today. You're the gold. No, I'm not. You are, Matt. You're the gold. CL, your trade went how you took yesterday. How your CL trade went that you took yesterday at the end of the stream. All right, I think we went over it already. This is the daily gap. Remember, guys, I took the trade here yesterday. But when we had this close, we retraced a little bit, and I was running around 0.7% in drawdown. Right? And I had positions on the GBP JPY, which were running in loss. And I had to close because the rollover was gonna eat my daily drawdown. It was enough for me to hit the daily drawdown. So I had to close the oil trade, which was the swing idea. I had to close it. I had to close it like this. Let's say my entry was this. I I had to close around 0.7% this way because with the GBP/JPY short and the spreads out at rollover, it was gonna eat me for sure. It's gonna end myself, right? So I had to close it. I'm gonna show you guys on the trade locker. Yeah, gold is a skyrocket now. It's the SMT on the 50-minute gap. All right, here is the oil trade that I had to close. 0.7% in loss. Right? I had some profits from GBP/JPY. I just scaled in, so that's why you see this $700 and $400, and then the full loss of 1.4%, which is this one. And this is why it took me out of the trade. You know, this is exactly why I had to close the oil trade early, because with this loss and this loss, I was very close to the daily drawdown. And with a wider spread during rollover, I had to manage, and it was just gonna eat me though. It was just gonna eat me. Then I found the trade on the pound dollar, which is the one that puts me over 2.5% in profit, and that's why I'm up today 1.1% on the day. Overall 3% since Friday last week. How's your 200K going? All right, let me show you. This is 100K EA Pro, right? 3% in profit. I'm gonna show you the 200Ks that I have, which is both are zero futures account. One is for Asia and the other one is for New York. All right, just let me change the screen real quick. I can show you in the chart, in the trading view, and then I can show you in the. All right, here's the screen. Oh, what are you doing? Why are you pumping like that without us? I didn't execute this gold trade, guys, because there's no gap on the 5-minute or the 15-minute. The gap I was waiting on the 15-minute got an SMT with the silver, so I was not able to catch it. All right, I'm completely fine with it. We avoid the chop on the Nasdaq and the ES. Yeehaw. All right, here are the counts. The one that started with 91 is a New Year session account. It's over 1.5% in profit, which is 3K. And this is the Asia session account. It's almost 4% in profit. It's $7,600, 7K, pretty much. I started both accounts last week, along with the EA Pro Forex accounts. Just to document everything with you guys here on the chat, just to have an idea how it works, how you can take advantage of the ecosystems, how you can use your dashboard, how you can track your accounts and your data. And that's why I have it on this way, being completely transparent with everyone. I expect to pass the challenge on each one of these accounts and get payouts out of it, so you guys see why you're here, why you're actually taking advantage of the streams. Right? How you can take advantage of the stream. We're actually providing value. We're actually gifting our products. We're giving you things. We're giving you knowledge that you can use. If you're not here in the New York session stream, you can go over London session stream that we have every day with Joel and Ken. They started a London session where you have a full macro breakdown of where are the markets going, why are they going. I think I missed London session stream with Ken, and if let's say he says something about gold, what is happening on the macro side, and it matches my technical analysis, I'll just be more, I'll have more conviction from what I'm seeing, because I know the fundamentals are actually matching with that view, you know? Does that make sense? So yeah, I took the first trade on the EA Pro on Friday. It was around $500, 0.5%. I started the futures account the prior day to that one, which was on Thursday. I'm taking every single trade with you guys and going over the journals with each one of the trades. I'm only journaling the trades from the EA Pro because it takes and requires a lot of time to journal every single trade on each account, but I'm taking pretty much the same trades, right? So let's go. You can see here that you have the trades and you have your certificates on the dashboard, and you have a journal where you can add notes and you can rate the trades that you're taking. You can explain why you took the trades. You can add the pictures of the trades, which is great. So you can have everything here on your dashboard. Everything, whatever you need will be here on the dashboard. Right, your journal, you can use it, you can use the data for your advantage, and then you can go over AI, or you can use any other programs. I know most of you guys use like TradeZilla. I know, for example, Colin used TradeZilla, and he goes over it. Right, journaling is actually really overrated, and I stopped for a while I was journaling, and then I came back, and that was all thanks to Colin. Shout out to Colin, who's here on the chat. Thanks to him, I decided to go back to journal, and I was like on a dark time, and journal actually got me locked in again, because I know I was able to find where I was failing, how I could improve, what was my setup, what was my type of trading on the day, what I was looking for a daily range. Everything I was able to find, all the things with journaling, right? I was able to avoid days like this on the Nasdaq thanks to my journal, right? And I know, look at this. I told you guys, I know we might just head out to 930 highs, but this is a very chop sway city. You can get just chopped. You can just get chopped here. Thanks to my journal, I know this type of conditions, and I can just see them and avoid them, right? Thanks to my journal, I was able to find that gold is likely to catch up silver on the longs. I'm just fading the trade because it's not my setup, but look at this beautiful long just finally hit take profit. Right? Look at how we blast the highs from Asia. It's done. Gold is done. If you took something out of this trade, congrats. And WC in the chat. But now you're done. You're out. It is where retail becomes a profession. Love you, bro. Thanks. I'm really grateful, and I really appreciate you with everything that you've done. That's why we're building this community, and that's why everyone it's so good. I love you guys. I really appreciate to hang out with you every single day, and I really appreciate to be with you on every single session. You guys are the best. You guys are the same, showing up every single day, and that's great. And that's why you always have a community, right? I started to fail myself into one part of my trading, and into Colin, which was a trader as well, and we just have a talk, and he was like, "Oh, but you should start, maybe you should start journaling again and go over it." And I did. And I was able to find every single issue that I have. I was able to spot my issues. I was able to spot my weakness. And then I was able to improve. Right? I was able to maximize what is actually making me great. That actually works for me in my trading and my edge. So yeah, journaling is completely overrated. Right? And I know it sucks because sometimes, let's say you lose. You don't really want to journal. Let's say you win. You don't really feel like you need to journal because you won, right? Like, I won my trade. Why do I even need to journal? Because I know what I'm doing, right? And then you lost and you feel like, oh, fuck this. Excuse my language. I don't really need to journal. You don't feel that you need to journal after a lost day or after you tilt. That is completely important. Why did you tilt? What make you tilt? What click your tilt on that day? So the next day that happens, or the next day that comes in that next section, you're gonna avoid that click, right? You're gonna avoid that. You're gonna do something completely different out of it. All thanks to journaling. Shout out to Colin, who's here in the chat. Hopefully we can have it on the stream as well. I hope to have a stream with Colin Rice and Bushido, and Matt. Actually, I'm gonna put you guys in the same competition. There is SMT at the highs, it might fail. On the GC, or you're talking about... GC is beautiful. GC is beautiful. Look at this. SMT on the highs with the NQ and ES. This is pretty much what we were waiting before jumping into the trade. It's already 11 a.m. So I'm not sure if it's worth it. I don't know. The only way for me to take a trade here is if we have a closure here, we have a displacement route. This is a nice candle. If the next one creates a gap and we have a gap on the 5-minute, I'll take that pullback. Other than that, I'm not interested into this price action. GC was better. GC was completely better. But we didn't have a gap. We had the SMT. We missed a trade. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to try to rush the price? No. I'm going to be completely happy with it. I was able to read and understand what was happening on the chart. I'm going to put it on my journal. We had the SMT on the 15-minute gap that I was waiting to take the longs. We didn't have that reaction. I was able to mark out and tape read the longs. I decided to stay away from the longs because I didn't have enough conviction. Right? I didn't have enough conviction if we're not sponsored by a higher time frame gap. And in this case, the SMT got me. It was the same thing that happened on Tuesday. I had a beautiful short on a 5-minute at 1050 macro targeting the weekly gap, and it was beautiful. It has everything that I need. I got an SMT on the gap and I didn't get tagged and I missed it. But I was super happy. I was super happy that I was able to have a great understanding of the price action and the session. Little intimidating competing against us too. Yeah, I know. Then you have Bushido, who is the GOAT, and then you have Colin, who is the gold master. And I can't remember the last competition. I was first, and that boy came out of nowhere with gold, and he just got it and he got first. I was like, bro, what are you doing? But yeah, so we had everything here. We have a beautiful setup. Let's go over it for a bit. We have this manipulation lower last night. London creates the low of the day. I think this is Asia. Asia creates the low of the day. We have that displacement higher. We have a good read. We have the low resistance. We catch up with the silver. There was no setup. That's completely fine. It was a good read. Sometimes the best trades are the ones that you don't take. I'm already profit on this session on the Forex account. I'm already profit on this session on the Asia session accounts, which is this one. I don't really need to rush anything during the New Year session. And of course, I want to give you guys a trade. I'm gonna give you guys value. I want to give you guys knowledge, and this is part of it, right? The part of the trading where you don't really take a trade. This is when you really make decisions, right? You don't make decisions when you're already on a trade. You make decisions when you're not on a trade. And yeah, guys, remember to like the stream. Thank you, Edgar. If you're watching the YouTube, please like the stream. If you're watching from X, if you want to participate on the giveaways, please head over to the YouTube channel where you'll have the full experience, and you have to click the like button because that's all I need from you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Guys, we need more likes. Likes. Hit the like button, smash the like button. We need to get to 50 likes. We cannot We have to be consistent with the likes. We have to be consistent in life. We have to be very consistent in trading, and we have to be very consistent with the likes on the stream, because that's all I need for you from you guys to be here every day. So hit that like button and let's do it. Hello, brother. How are you doing? How was the silver, Angel? The silver tapped into the 15-minute gap and exploded higher. So I will say the trade on the silver was this one in this way. I decided not to take this trade because I didn't have an intraday target, right? We already took Asia and previous day high. So there was no target for me to take, and this is a lot of speculation, trying to understand until where or what is the target or when it's going to stop going higher. I will say that's why gold was better because we had the previous day high in Asia there. So it was like, okay, so we have to go somewhere. If we need a draw on liquidity, that has to be the high. Is that going to be that high? That's the draw on liquidity. Watch out in Q and ES because it's setting up for what we need. Setting up for what we need, which is a 5-minute gap. How your CLO trade went that you took yesterday on the stream, guys? I told you RBL already. I was holding the trade and I had to close over 0.7% in lows because I had another trade and the rollover spread were going to kill me and gonna hit my daily drawdown. So I had to close the trades. Hold on, let me go over the trade locker again. Here is it. Okay, I'm gonna show you just on the dashboard actually. I'm gonna show you on the dashboard. Here's the oil trade. Here, 0.7% in loss, right? I had to close it because I had more trades on the GBP JPY running, which is this one, right? I had this trade running. First, I took the trade early. I don't know if you can remember the session, but we marked out the shorts in here. I took a couple positions here, which were the $400 and $700 win. And then I had the other short running, and I had this 1.5% and this 0.7% in loss running at the same time pretty much. And it was rollover was coming. I was like, okay, I'm not gonna do that. Cannot do that actually, so I had to close it, right? Then I took the pound dollar, and that's why I'm up on the count on the April. Yeah, no worries. So here's the trade on oil. Here's the trade on oil. 0.7% longs. We can go over it again. Why I was looking for longs yesterday and why I'm still super bullish on the oil. Weekly time frame. We have a weekly gap. Monthly time frame, we have a monthly CRT. We're aiming for that high. Daily time frame, we're respecting bullish order flow. We have this daily gap, we respect the daily gap. We have another daily gap, so I'm expecting this area of 77, 76 to hold as a higher low for a new higher high to take out all these relative equal highs that we have around $93 per barrel on the oil. We have the gap on the 5-minute, but we are far from macro. So this is a not trading day for me, guys. This is a not trading day. But overall, you performed well. Yeah, overall, I actually was able to catch profits overnight, and then I was able to catch the pound dollar trade, which is the one that actually got me into profit. All right, this trade right here. let me show you with the euro dollar, so it's gonna be cleaner. This trade right here on the pound dollar, we have the 4-hour gap, we have a CRT on the 4-hour, and we have an SMT with the lows here with the euro dollar. We tap into this. As soon as I saw the price closing inside of the range, I knew it was time to go over the other side of the range on the candle and go over the previous monthly high, because we do have equal highs right here. This is a beautiful trade, and it was very similar to Wednesday trade, because on Wednesday I took this long on the daily time frame, and it was pretty much the same. We had a daily SMT with a daily gap, daily CRT, and we just slammed higher. So for the rest of the week and next week, I want to see the price setting up this new daily gap, right? As you guys can see, we're having a doji on the daily time frame because there's a new daily gap that is coming. So I'm expecting the price to pull back into that daily gap and see if we have a reaction to trade higher. That's all I wanted to see from the pound dollar and the euro dollar as of now. Does that make sense, guys? Can you please confirm on the chat if that makes sense to you? I have to do it over again because I know that there are more people that is joining. Here are the two trades. This is not hindsight. I took the trades and I actually break down every single analysis before taking the trades here on the stream since Friday, that I have started to document every single thing that I'm doing for you guys. So I'm expecting to provide not only value, knowledge, and the way to make the things work to your advantage on the ecosystem. EA Pro, it's 3% in profit, which is awesome. Gold is pumping. Let's look at gold. Are we pumping gold? Oh, wow. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Nice. Yeah, it's a rebalance. Look at that rebalance right there. It's a rebalance. See the way we just during Asia, we tap into that support and resistance area. That's a immediate rebalance. That's how they call it on the hard time frame. Is that what? We have immediate rebalance here on the weekly, and we have it here on the daily. Oh, we tap this crazy though. That's insane. Let's continue to rise. So sad we didn't have any pullback on the 5 and the 15 minute. All I was needing was this pullback into the 15 minute. All I need. There's no way. I'm so glad I'm avoiding this chopped. So yeah, there's no trade today. Absolutely beautiful price action. We have the pump on the gold, good rate. With no SMT and a couple ticks here, I will be intact. I will probably just take the long here and protect the low of the opening print. It will be just beautiful. And this is hindsight, but I don't think I will be able to hold towards Asia highs. I'll probably just close this trade at 2R, guys, being completely honest with you. This will be an ideal trade. We have equal highs here. It's very, very hard to hold towards that high when you have the targets here and you have already 2R. You know? So this is more realistic. This is absolutely more realistic than holding towards Asia. But yeah. 10 more minutes, guys. If you're watching from X, if you want to participate on the giveaways, if you want to be part of it, if you support what we're doing, please head over to the YouTube channel and hit the like button. You need to hit the like button for participate. If you're watching from YouTube already and you haven't hit that like button, please do it. That's all I need from you guys. Thank you, everyone. I love you. You guys are the best. You guys are just the best. All right. I need to take a look to the likes. Do we have 50? If we do have 50, you know it's time, right? If we do have 50 likes, it's time. Seven more likes, guys. We need 7 more likes to run a giveaway. That's all we need. Yeah, then it's 100%. 100%. This, if you take this trade, I have absolutely zero doubts that I will close here on the equal highs. It's already 2R. Oh, I'm supposed to hold towards Asia with profit already on it. You know? That's not true. It's not realistic. Maybe if you can trim, you can hollow trim the position here, and you can hold towards it. Then it's okay. It's possible. Oh, and Q, I know you wanna go lower, but you just know how. I know you don't know. Okay, look at this, guys. We have the trigger point right here. It's just very late in the session. We don't have a macro for me to take this trade. But look at there's your entry point. There's your trigger. It's an SMT. That's why we don't have the gap on the 5-minute on the NQ. It's because the ES is setting up the SMT here on the ES. Wait, what is this? Where's my ES? There you go. Okay, look at this. SMT on the highs. SMT on the highs again. We tap into the 5-minute. We should run lower. Yeah, we should run lower now. I guess we have to wait until the PM session to see if we have a... This looks like a nice displacement. So let's say next candle opens like this and creates the gap. Right? I'll be waiting for that pullback. What is the name of the song? I don't really know. I think it's a mashup. It's just a lot of songs into one. We got 50. Nice. All right, let's run it. What's a good code for today, guys? What's a good code for today giveaway? What's a good day for the giveaway? Show some support. All right. I know what's the code, actually. You know what's the code? You know what's the code for the giveaway? It's gonna be a funny one. The code is not gold. It's not cable. The code is chop. That's the code. Code is chop. Alright? Code is the entry is already on the game chat of our Discord. Please head over it. Head over it. Take your entries. Get over it. There's your entry. Code is chopped. Let's see if we can finally have that 5-minute gap. To have a pullback, just go over the game chat on your Discord. Click on the entry. Type your code. Put your code CHOP. And we will run a dog race in 6 minutes. Remember, as soon as I finish this stream, I'll head over to Discord to stream the quiz that we will run and host in a bit. We'll still have tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow is another day to take a trade. Tomorrow is another day. I take 3-minute TISC. I don't really look at the 3-minute at all. I really like to trade pullbacks on the 5-minute and the 15-minute. But this is looking good. Alright? This is looking good. we're just headed. The only issue is that we're heading into lunch. But this 5 minute, if we have a close of that 5 minute, it's fair. If we close that 5 minute, I'm gonna target the lows, which I don't think I'll be able to trade it because I'm already going to finish this stream and head over to YouTube to do the quiz stuff. Cannot believe I had to sit here for 2 hours, guys, and take no trades. Tape read one beautiful long on gold, but take no trades. Can happen. You have to get used to it because I'm really locked in now with the rules, with the model, with providing the real value, the real faces of trading, or what it is really to be a trader right now, right? You have to deal with your challenge, you have to deal with paying challenge, you have to deal with passing challenge, you have to deal with watching everyone else doing something else and all that stuff. Yeah, I just want to be real with everyone here, with every single one of you. Yeah, gold, Mohammed, it was beautiful. Direct delivery. So sad that we had the SMT on the 50-minute gap. I still cannot believe it. So I'm gonna put in my journal that maybe if we have the SMT, I can think about protecting the low of the SMT. Right? That's why it's going to be on my journal, because I really wanted the 50-minute. Then I marked out the trade in this way. But the reason, and you guys know, the reason I did not execute this one is because I will be so pissed if this candle comes lower and take out the gap and I'm already on it. I'll be very pissed, right? Because I already know how it works. So it doesn't make any sense. That's why when I marked out this trade, I will marry the trade. But yeah, never thought of using silver for SMT. With gold, I usually use. Okay, then you learned something new today, Dennis. You just learned something new, because we do have SMT with the silver on the 15-minute gap. You just learned something new. And we do have this beautiful chop. No 5-minute gap. No 15-minute gap on the NQ. Look at this gross price action, guys. Gross price action. Alright, let's run the dog race. I think that was enough. I'll catch you all on the Discord channel to run the quiz. We have a lot of entries today. Good luck to everyone. Thank you again for being the best audience I ever had. The first one for sure. Love you guys. You guys are the best. I cannot stop saying it. Thank you for hanging out with me every single session. Thank you for putting the time to be here. I hope I can bless someone of you with an account. So I wish you luck. Listen, if you don't win today, you can come back tomorrow, or you can participate on our Discord trade of the week, or you can participate on Guess the Chart, which is on X. Well, I also do a Guess the Chart every single weekend. We do have a stream every single day at 9:30. We do have the London stream with Ken and Joel, where you can win an account as well. And yeah, good luck. Remember, we're here Monday to Friday. You guys are the best. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. I'll catch you all on the stream on Discord, guys. Remember, I will be on Discord, streaming Discord quiz. I will create a quiz channel first, so give me just a couple minutes while I'll create a quiz channel. Thank you, I know you want to go lower. We just don't know how. We just don't know how. Uy, Bushido. Bushido, I can see you though. Is that Bushido coming from behind? Oh, Satish. Bushido, you were so close, buddy. You were close, buddy. Satish, good. Congrats to Satish. W's in the chat for him. Nice stream, guys. You guys are the best. Hit the like button. I got you all on Discord. Be safe. See you there.